Hello, friends. Coming back here after a little short spell. There are videos, there are huge lives on Facebook if you're wondering, and at some point. But don't worry if you miss anything. There's never a wrong place or a wrong time. So if you haven't seen me, don't worry, I'm back. This is about consciousness and about us connecting in the field. So if for any reason I don't come on because Wi-Fi problems, I am in Luxor, Egypt, then know that we're always connected in the field of consciousness. So thank you for being here for another day. Yes, how are we feeling today? How do we feel after all that's going on? I cannot mention exactly what is going on, but whatever is going on in your country, in your life, whatever the life experiences you're having due to whatever is playing out on planet Earth right now, then know that you are free and sovereign, and it may look like there is no option, but there is always an option. And it may look like you have little choice because it may involve something very dear to you, something very precious to you, something very valuable to you. And I am just here to remind you that you are the most valuable, you're the most precious. So stay true, stay the course, stay in your own sovereignty, in your own power. This will not last long. So I wanted with that to talk about our connection with soul groups, with soul families. So if you are feeling separate from what resonates with you, if you're feeling all of a sudden the world is a lonely place because the way you feel or think, or the way that you are seeing the future for yourself and your dear ones is not exactly how others around you are seeing it, then this is a very important time for us to be tuning in to the inner knowing, to the strength and power of the being that you are, the presence that you are. I say this over and over, and I say it with my heart intention to remind everyone that there is no confusion when we are in the presence of the true self, the presence of the soul, and presence, you may call it your higher self, your future self. You can call it God, you can call it many names. It is really truly not outside of you. We are multidimensional beings, so there is a lot outside to be discovered as we expand in our ability to be supersensory and perceive, and to become more aware of all and everything. But this can only be felt and experienced and be attuned to if we are in the true frequency of your soul. So I have a frequency sequence to my soul, which is unique to me, but it is a sequence that comes from my origin. And there are many more coming from the same origin as I do. And although they're not the same as my soul and my purpose on the planet, there are many beings on planet Earth that are the makeup and the origin, the frequency of origin is very similar to mine. And those are the people that I feel strongly it's important for you and for me to perceive and receive in our field. Like the more you are aware of yourself, the more people are going to see you and resonate and be magnetized by your frequency sequence. Because as I have a frequency sequence and you have a frequency sequence, then if this is a match, we are supposed to come together in groups, and then it's more that, create the sacred geometry of the soul matrix. So just like animals have a soul matrix, we are an individual soul, but we are connected to other souls, and we may call them soulmates or soul cluster, your soul team, your starseed group. You can call them, birds of the same feathers, or peas from the same pod. We truly are coming from the same pod within this galaxy. So if you are already in tune with your star frequency, with your star lineage, then that frequency sequence of your star planet of origin, or the many planets, because if you're a very ancient soul, you will have many, many connections in this galaxy and of course beyond. But for the purpose of this timeline, the stars in this system are particularly benefic and particularly important as they support your evolutionary phase. So more than ever, tune into the frequency of who you truly are. Let go of what is not you. This is not the time to pretend to be anything or to wish you were something else. Own your story, own your essence, own your divinity, whatever you call it. Own the deep knowing of who you are, and that knowing will guide you to the next information, to the next connection, and to a community of souls that are already creating the new earth, the new future, the new present, whatever you want to call it. So you are never alone. You're never alone. The more I offer sessions to clients, the more this is very very present in the knowing that the more you know yourself, the more you know that you have all the support that you need to be who you are in the world. So no more hiding who you truly are. No more having to be something you're not. No more having to do a job that you don't love. You are meant to be and do something great, and your greatness is needed on planet Earth. So take heart. Take heart that this is a good time to make changes and to show up in the world, because you are needed, and your soul group, your soulmates, your starseed family is ready to see you and connect with you and align frequencies. And there is no stopping a group of people that are vibrating and rising frequency and rising in density. And this is where we're going. So thank you for being here. Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you for your commitment to being, to your presence on planet Earth. And I will see you all tomorrow. Much, much love.